pretty much. Rolling.
Okay, well, welcome everyone, and welcome to this episode of Grandma Goes Deep. I have three wonderful kids with me today. I'm Akasha, 75, and this is
I'm Udon. I'm turning 14 in a month. So
turning
13.
14. And where are you from, Udan?
I am from down in the south. I think it's the southwest city in Sweden. So Simrishamn.
Okay, very south in Sweden. And how about you?
My name is Vega. I am 14, turning 15 in December. I am from Lund in Sweden. It's also quite far down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about you?
My name is Holly. I am 14, turning 15. I am from Australia, Gelton. It's in the west.
Australia. That was a long way away. So how long did you live in Australia?
About 9 years.
9 years. Okay. And then what happened?
We flew over to Germany,
Hmm?
lived there for 18 months, and then we came to Sweden
Hmm?
and have been living here for 3 years.
Okay. So how many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 and a little bit.
Three, and that would be, let me guess, German, English, and Swedish? Yeah?
And then a little bit of Spanish, but not a lot.
Okay. Okay. And how about you? How many languages do you speak?
I also speak 3 languages. I speak Swedish, English, and French fluently.
And why are you speaking French?
I speak French because my father is from Canada, from the French-speaking part of Canada called Quebec. So when he came to Sweden with my mom, he spoke English and French, and my mom has also learned English and French with
Yeah.
the years.
And your mom is Swedish?
She's Swedish, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And how about you?
I speak 2 languages.
Yes.
And then a teeny tiny bit Spanish as well, but that's only from school. But I speak
Alright.
English and Swedish.
Yeah. Yeah, in Sweden the kids are so fluent in 2 languages very often. So we had some questions, some topic today, and I think let's start out with what makes you happy? Anybody want to reflect, think a bit about that and tell me, share?
I mean, friends and family, they make me happy. And then hobbies, activities that are, enjoyable and fun to do.
Such as?
I like skating. I like hanging out with friends,
Yeah.
listening to music, playing music as well. I play a bit of piano. Yeah.
Wow. So what kind of skating?
I mean, skateboarding.
Yeah.
Really in whatever places that are possible to skate.
Yeah. There's a skateboard place here.
Yeah.
there's a
Have you got your
skate
skateboard with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
good.
got 2.
Okay, great. Vega, what do you?
I find that just closeness, like with friends and family and all that kind of stuff, is really what brings happiness to most people, including myself. And I think that I also find a lot of enjoyment and happiness in just being in the moment, like doing what there is to do. Like if something's offered to me, I will take it because I need to experience as much as I can, because that makes me happy.
Oh, interesting. Can you give me an example of something in the
example,
moment?
This,
Yeah.
when this was brought to my attention, I was very much interested directly. I was like, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna have done it, and I can tell others about it if it becomes something. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Love it. And how about you, Holly?
For me, it's the ocean and the family and hobbies that make me happy.
So, what's your favorite hobby?
Diving and well, I can't decide, so I have swimming, diving, everything underwater basically.
Okay, so diving, you mean like deep diving?
Well, as deep as I can go without scuba tank, because that's what I like. And then also surfing. I love surfing.
Oh my gosh. But you don't get much surfing done in Sweden.
No.
So do you go and visit Australia?
No, I haven't surfed in Australia. I just started the hobby last year in Portugal, and it was a lot of fun, and I just love it.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun. I always wanted. I'm from California. You know, I could have surfed. It was surfers were happening at that time, but I just never got to do it. It's good you take the chance every chance you get to do something new. So that was my first question, and I'm happy to hear that you guys enjoy your family and have lots of interesting and fun things to do. What is it that makes you scared or angry?
What makes me scared is losing my family and friends, because I have lost a lot of friends, and it's not cool. It's not very pleasant. And what makes me angry is when I feel misunderstood and people don't actively try to change it. When I tell them, like, hey, could you maybe listen? And they just ignore me. And then also my little brother, sometimes.
Yeah, little brothers and sisters can do that. Thank you, Holly.
What makes me scared? I would say maybe two or three things. I think the future is kind of scary because you never know what could happen. And then change is also kind of scary because you don't know how it will change. And then also, it's not really scared. It's more of a curious in a scared way, but it's death. I think it's not really I'm scared of it, but it's just I don't want to meet it, kind of. And then what makes me angry is disagreements. I like it when it's easy to move forward. Change also, because it's scary and it's I like when things are the way that they are and how they came to me. You know, when I first interact with something, I like it to be the same as when it was then. Yeah.
Okay, so change and the future and death, those are all interesting thoughts to pursue. And Vega?
I can find it a little like scary or like hard when I don't have like enough control over a situation that I am directly in. Like if I would like lose control over myself, or like in a scenario that has a lot of like to do with me, I can find that like scary because I can't, it's not my choice. I don't feel like it doesn't feel like it's me, you know? It's not my choice, it's not what is supposed to happen.
Maybe you mean it, you're not in control?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's mainly that. I honestly don't really think I have a lot of big fears. I think it can be hard a lot of times to, like, if I lose friends or something, or lose people that I'm close to, but I don't think I'd count that as being afraid,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not afraid of it happening. But I don't think it'd be fun in the moment.
Yeah, right. That might make you sad.
Very.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of what seems to, anyway, adults are exposed to all these things that are going wrong in the world. And it seems to be, to me, to be more and more like the climate and all kinds of wars and problems. But I know that you young people are probably used to it because it's been going on for so long.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for you, it's just business as usual. Or what do you think? Do you feel like in school that they make you feel like, I could also add to this topic, like, do you feel hopeful? Do you feel hopeful about the future, or do you feel affected by what seems to me, but maybe not to you, all the bad news?
The future is, I feel like, just like whenever wars happen, it usually goes bright for a while, and then it comes back. I feel like if there is going to break out a war, eventually the cycle of there goes a war, it's peaceful for a while and then it comes back. I feel like it will break and people will be more aware of, what we're doing is destroying everything and it's just making it bad. I feel like people will realize it and change their ways. And then it's not as scary, I think, as it might be for some people that have, lived for longer, since we have been so, used, I guess, to it. But it's still kind of frightening sometimes that, you hear about wars, or you hear about, like, oh, it's closer to us now, and it's like on national level wars, like the recent wars between USA and Iran, I think. And it's still a little bit frightening, but it's not as scary as I think it could be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting. I tend to agree with you because I feel like we are learning the hard way. That humans seem to need to learn things the hard way. So it seems that that's what we do. We create suffering for ourselves, but through the suffering we learn, and it's not very skillful, but that's the way it is. So I like that you said that you think we'll figure it out that this is not a good idea to go around bombing, and I also think that it has to come from us, from all of us. I don't expect anyone up there, some great leader, to lead us in the right direction.
I agree with that
Yeah.
a lot,
Yeah.
but I'm not very hopeful about that happening because, well, I'm hopeful that it will happen, but I don't really think that it will, honestly, because there's been so many wars at this point. By now, I think it should have already happened. It's like, it can still happen, and I really hope it does, but I'm losing hope that it's gonna be soon. I feel like all this, like, bad news around all these wars, and there's tons and tons of wars going on right now. Some that have been going on since before or my birth or his birth or your birth. Like, there's wars that have been going on for a long time now, And with all the sadness in the world right now, I'm like starting to lose hope, which I feel like a lot of other people have also started doing, especially when you're older, you know.
Mm. Holly?
I don't know enough about this topic to like talk about it, but for me, when I talk about my future, I think it will be hopeful because I have a lot planned that I want to do, and I think I'm gonna make it. About the wars and stuff, I don't like wars, of course, just I don't know a lot about them because these topics have always been at a distance from me.
Yeah, and I think what you think is what is real for you. So if you, and as you say, Holly, you have a lot of plans that are exciting, things you want to do, and you know, so far I bet, you know that you have achieved some of the things you want to do. So why aren't you, of course you would achieve the other things that you're going to do, right? So that's a very hopeful attitude, and I bet you have kind of that attitude too, since you said you love to do new things. And
That's a kind of semi-new thing. I'm doing it now, but I feel like in the past it hasn't been the same. I didn't do it when I was younger, but I wish I would have started earlier with this state of mind,
yeah.
because I think it's benefiting me a lot now.
Oh, wonderful. So tell me, how did that state of mind come about? The change, you made a change in your...
I think it's because everyone around me had like experienced so much more than I had, and like I hadn't, like, I've traveled so much, I've seen so much of the world, I've been privileged enough to like know what's happening around me and everything, but I hadn't like took action in anything. And everyone around me, even if they might be less privileged than me, had still like had more than I had from their experiences, even if I'd have had more experiences.
Yeah. So do you feel like you just wanted to be more present in these experiences, more appreciative of the experiences? Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a beautiful insight to have. I also get to share in Grandma Goes Deep.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going to share that I am extremely hopeful, and at the same time, I feel like things are being revealed that are really bad now, really, really bad. So it can only get better. It might get a little bit worse, but that because the darkness has to come up to the surface, just like in any sickness or infection or anything, it has to come out, and then we will see. We can't like push it down, and hide it. It's not really, everything's just really fine here, and it's all just the way it is, the status quo, you know. They talk about, we just keep it this way. That's not what's happening, and that shakes everything up and makes things chaotic and uncomfortable and stuff. So that's one of the reasons I'm so curious about you people, because I think this is an extraordinary time. And now, I mean, I've only lived 75 years. That's really not long, and when you think about it, you know, there's been other crises in the last hundreds of thousands of years. But to me, it seems like a very explosive time that we're in, and I just have this feeling so strong that we're gonna make it. So, and I don't even know why I have that feeling, but
you can't go deeper than rock bottom.
Yeah, right. I mean, a lot of interesting people that I've listened to have been at rock bottom, and that's what gave them the strength to make them very, very interesting, very brave, and very strong, and very sure of themselves. Mm? What do you say, Udan?
Can you say the question again? Actually,
We kind of got off track.
It's
yeah.
like the future wars and like everything that's happening
Do you feel hopeful,
currently.
or did you?
Sure. I'm sure there's gonna be a change. I feel like maybe, I mean, because suffering and happiness, and I don't think we're gonna be able to achieve world peace like everybody's saying, because I think the outcome of having too much good is suffering, and you can't be going around having too much of the good and not end up having different thoughts or something that's counted as negative. I
You
feel
can't have
like
good without bad.
exactly.
What are you saying?
You can't have good without bad. You have
Okay.
to have balance.
Mm.
Otherwise, good becomes bad.
So the only thing is, I think that we've been having so much happiness and ignoring the fact that there is negative and suffering, and that has built up, like you're saying, we've pushed it down, and then now it's coming up. Instead of coming up like a flowing stream, it's more coming like a volcano, and it's yeah, it's, I believe that if, just like you said, if we get rid of it first and we accept that there is, we're gonna find a balance somehow in it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Holly, you got any comments about that?
No, I feel the
Yeah.
same way that, yeah, there has to be some sort of change. And I also feel like there has to be some sort of balance. There can't be like only happiness. Some people might be extremely happy how they're living, but if you look at the whole world, there has to be somebody that then would be suffering, kind of. Like, if you have one person that is like the happiest person alive, and you have one person who's the saddest person alive, like, there has to be a balance for everything.
Okay. Yeah, in my fantasy, I sometimes wonder, does it have can't we just, it's like, I know, it's like in heaven, you can imagine everybody's happy and they're all playing the harp and singing with each other and everything, and it's like, oh, that's never gonna happen, that's boring. But I have this idea that this is not true or thought through completely, but there's a lot we can do that is very positive and creative. There's a lot of things that we do that aren't very enjoyable, and that we really don't have to do, and that more people could be just discovering and creating new things, more and more new things. That is really fascinating, because that's what I think we are capable of. We humans are capable of amazing things. So I'm not so sure about that. I know it's like, okay, there has to be dark. If there's no light, there's no darkness. There's got to be light. There's got to be both. But I'm sort of wondering about exactly how that works. I think we can have a lot more of a positive time on planet Earth than we have. So I'm just wondering what you guys, if you have some kind of spiritual beliefs, believe in God or a Christian or some other that's maybe important for you. Yeah.
I do believe in a lot of spiritual things. I sometimes believe that there's gods, or at least upper beings that have some sort of higher might, or I guess you could say powers. And I believe that there's, you know, inner peace, and you can find some way to be as happy as you can, um, and you have to reach it through a spiritual, you know, way, or a road, or whatever you want to call it. Um,
There's a path
exactly,
to that.
exactly. I don't believe that there is one higher god, though, or goddess. I believe that it's more of a kind of like we have a political society, more like that. Like it's a decision made by multiple entities. I don't think that there is um, any way to change your own fate by making the gods happy. Um, I don't think really anything by the Christian. I think, or I mean, I think there's a god or multiple goddesses or gods, but I don't think that you can benefit yourself by going to heaven or hell based on what you've done. Um, yeah, I am spiritual though. I like meditating and finding, trying at least trying to find this, you know, inner path to be as happy as I can. And then this also kind of connects to what we talked about before, being, you know, as happy as you can, and then finding balance with the negativity. I think that you can be um, balanced by being more happy and then less negative, but I think there's still going to be some negativity. I had to add that because, yeah. But I 100% think that there is, you know, spirituality, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Maybe like an unseen reality, and something that's going on that we can't like touch.
Yeah.
But that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Udam. How about you, Viga?
Personally, I don't believe in any gods or upper beings. I am what one would usually call an atheist. I do find it fascinating to partake in some like religious or just spiritual like events. Like I've been to church at least 3 times, just like I like seeing how it is. I like meditating sometimes, and I like trying to just connect with myself, and I'm trying to do things for myself and not for pleasing a god that I don't believe in. I am very much I don't believe in science. I trust science because there's proof. If there was proof of gods, I would believe in the gods. I would trust gods and upper beings if I found that there was proof. But I haven't found any proof. So yeah.
Thank you. And how about you, Holly?
For me, I believe in like the Greek gods, like fairies, elves, nature spirits. I believe in that there's something that was before us, like giants or something, because there's these buildings that are so old, so ginormous, and they say they've been built without mechanical help, and technically that's impossible. And I believe that there's spirits and fairies and things we don't see all around us.
Me too. I just read a book about leprechauns, which are called Pisslingar. That book just got translated to Swedish, and they're called My Son, Min Sommar med Pisslingar. And this woman lived in Ireland, and she wanted to be in a very remote place, and when she got to this remote cabin, there were already a family of leprechauns living there. And she spent and she's actually, so book was older, and then I looked for her, the author, and it turns out she's a mystic, and she's maybe my age now, and very, very interesting woman and teacher that's been talking about that. So I'm all for nature spirits, and I've never seen one, so I believe in all kinds of things that I haven't seen. I believe we have God within us, that we are creators, and I believe in miracles. Does any of you believe in miracles? Or have you experienced a miracle? Or believe?
What counts as a miracle?
A miracle is something that happens that you can't explain, really. But it can be very small or very big. I mean, someone who's sick and gets well, even though the doctor said they're gonna die, that can be a miracle. But it can also be that you've lost something that you really treasure, and then you find it again, and it wasn't there, but now it's there again, or something like that. It's it's just something unexplainable.
Personally, I haven't experienced any firsthand, but I have a friend who had cancer when she was really, really young, and it was a really, really severe cancer. She was in the final stages, and the doctor said that she had no hope. She was gonna die, and then she didn't. So she's good.
Yeah, that's a miracle for you. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I know I've experienced miracles, but I can't remember any. I'm gonna have to give it some thought.
I have a few that I think could be explained as miracles, even though, of course, there is probably a more logistic explanation. But the most recent one is that I forgot to take off my friendship bracelet whilst I went to the trampoline park, and I wasn't sure where I lost it. And there's these foam pits, and me and my little brother, we dug through the whole thing, and then we found it.
Oh.
That felt really amazing.
That's wonderful.
And also when, again, not miracles, but magical creatures. For example, things you are 100% sure that you placed somewhere, and then turning up somewhere else. And you know that nobody else has moved them. That's what I think, that there might be small ghosts living in each house, and they are teasing you and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, there's that realm too with the ghosts.
Yeah.
Have you got any experience?
It's I don't know if you would call it a miracle or not, but I 100% believe in them. There's multiple times where I have felt like I've experienced something and then lost something or forgotten something whilst I was in this experience, and then I went back, maybe I dreamt about it, and then I found the thing that I wanted, and then it's there when I look. Example, maybe I lost my phone, and then I went and thought about it. I was like, oh, where did I lose it? And I go to sleep, or I just have a thought, and the whole experience that I had comes back to me, and I look around in my dream or in my mind, and I'm like, oh, that's where it is. And that's kind of what I thought about when you said a miracle. I haven't really experienced any, you know, miracles. If if you would ask me personally, um, I mean, sometimes our cats usually go missing. Uh, I'm really fond of two of my cats, and one of them goes missing almost every month at least once, and it's gone for 3 days or 4 days, and it's like, where did it go? And then I sit in my room and I'm like, please come back, and then the next day she's usually back,
Oh.
and that's also, I guess, what I would think of as a miracle.
Yeah, that's really good. It's you feel that your consciousness is affecting
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
your animal, and you have a band, you have a love for each other, and
Oh yeah.
and yeah, I feel that with my cat too. I don't know. She sometimes doesn't seem like she likes me very much, but we're working at it, and I can think, Cat, well, you come here now, and she'll do it sometimes. She'll come in, from somewhere far away, and she just read my mind, telepathic. Yeah. Oh, there's so many exciting areas to explore. That like telepathy.
Oh,
Yeah, and how does that happen? I thought of telling a story about something supernatural, because when we're talking about miracles, and I'm trying to think, what did I have a miracle? I must have something. Okay, so the most supernatural thing that happened to me was that I met my friend, and she said, at home I have a walking table, and in Swedish that's gående bord, which is it's an expression that people use, but a moving table, and I didn't know what she was talking about, so I went up to her apartment, and it was an old table that had been in the family, and we should put our hands on the table like this. It was me and her daughter, and we touched our hands like that. To each other, like if you did the same thing, yeah, like that on the table, like that, and we just stood there, and then and I'm like, I think the daughter is like doing something with the table,
Yeah.
I mean, this is strange. And then we had to run with the table, like a meter or two,
Oh, wow.
and keep our hands together and follow it, and it made noise.
And it's one of those old tables.
It's an old table. It was
Usually
in the
big.
family. It was small. It was like
Small,
that.
okay.
It was
Small.
tall, but wooden, and not much bigger than this, and so that we could sit around it, and it actually moved, and I saw that, and I was there, and it happened, and okay, so there was a spirit in the table. Another example is that there were Indians in Sweden that from Canada. In the museum in Stockholm, there is a totem pole that Swedes have stolen from the Indians in Canada.
Yeah.
And the Indians in Canada wanted their totem pole back. And so they came to the museum, and I was a teacher then. I brought my school class to watch them making a new totem pole for the museum and taking their totem pole back. So why are they taking their totem pole back? It's not just a piece of wood, right? No, it's something very, very, there's just like in the table. Something happened in there. We'll never figure it all out, I don't think. But I just think the world is full of wonder. What do you think, Holly?
Yeah, I think it's full of wonder. And yeah, things moving, like not explainable moving, I've experienced that as well. In my mind, I always think about, like, I read a lot of mystical fantasy books. I think of small little trolls, about this big. They can make themselves invisible. They have very big noses, and they can and they push things around just to annoy you, because they think it's fun when you when for example, keys. They always get lost.
Mm.
But like if you place them here and then you look away and then they're gone. Maybe a troll came and put it somewhere else just to make you look for them
Yeah.
and having a lot of fun looking at you looking for them.
Mm.
It's like my glasses. I always find a way to lose them, or I find them and I forget to put them on, and then I remember to put them on, and then I forget when I have them. And it's like, at this point, I don't even have glasses.
Yeah, you might as well give it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Insa is our person behind the camera today, so I want to give you thanks, Insa, and you tell us when it's gone about 40, 45 minutes?
40.
40, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just sort of finish off now. If there's anything that you're sitting on that you want to share.
One thing, it's when we were talking about like our like beliefs and such. What would you like imagine would happen after death? Because you were saying that you're a little afraid of death, or yeah, stuff like that. With your beliefs, what do you think? What would you say is death?
I like to, at least when you're talking about the topic of death, I like to think kind of like Buddhists. I like to think that it's not really a death, but more of a new start. Like it's, you know,
A
you go
rebirth.
again and again. Yeah, kind of like a rebirth. I think that it's whenever you die, it's maybe you have a break, and that's what you call heaven. And then after you have a break, you can think about, you know, what you did wrong and right, if you want to call it wrong or right, in your past life, and then you can come back to life and you can, you know, do what you would say is your path, I guess. Since I was little, I've had this, you know, thought. I think it was a story my mom told me, which was that, you know, you choose what family you go into, and that, you know, your little bright and yellow soul, whenever you're a baby, goes to the right family, and then, you know, you want to be there, which is, I'm not really saying that it's, you know, you choose your destiny, more that you choose a path that can evolve in a certain way. But yeah, I think it's a rebirth, and then you're supposed to take as much, you know, happiness and as much of the fun and also the bad, and make, you know, the best out of what you're given, kind of, whenever you get rebirth.
I found that quite beautiful. You?
Polly, you want to say
For
anything?
me, it's like in that factor of death, I either think nothing happens, or I think that you go to the underworld. There's different parts that some sort of something decides if you've been good or bad. But if you've like done something terrible, like actually really, really, really bad, like killed multiple people or something, I think you will experience something that will like torture or something. But I also think that you can decide if you want to be reborn or not.
All right. Now, as you can see, I'm speaking to the audience now, that there's so many things to talk about. We could go on and on. I think for this episode, we will conclude now. And I'm always looking for teenagers, and maybe you guys want to come back. We're at a festival now on an island off the coast of Sweden. And that's why we're able to do this live, because there's lots of teenagers here. In the future, though, I will be doing it on Zoom. And so anybody out there in the audience that is a teenager or knows a teenager that would like to share their thoughts, you're very welcome. And all of you are also welcome to join another time in the future on Zoom, because we can all hook up to each other thanks to technology. So I will put my email in the show notes. And I want to give a lot of thanks to Holly, to Vega, and to Odin. It's been a wonderful conversation. Yeah.
Thank you
so-
to you too.
Thank you. Okay.